treatment. So we hand you over to the CEO of Comfort Cancer Foundation, Dr. Dennis Eja, who is standing by. Doctor, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. How are you? Thank you.
We're okay.
Good morning, doctor.
You guys are looking very fresh. I was hoping to come to this
You know, we always want to be like you, taking after you. So
don't
you
worry,
have...
I will soon come and see you now. Then we will see how you are commenting this thing.
Really?
We look forward to that.
All right, the floor is yours now, please.
Thank you. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Kakaki Cancer Awareness with Dr. Denise Ejo. So what are we talking about today? Men, don't take your health for granted. You see, I for the first time, I said it very slowly. Men, don't take your health for granted. Good morning, viewers. Together we fight, together we win. Let's start our program. Welcome you to another inspiring edition of Kakaki Cancer Awareness with Dr. Denise Ejo, the CEO of Comfort Cancer Foundation, in partnership with African Television, AIT. Thank you. Today we're going to be talking to men, husbands, fathers, brothers, and sons, because the truth is men take their health for granted. Every year, thousands of men are diagnosed with prostate cancer, often late, because silence, fear, and myths still hold them back. But today we're breaking that silence. Hopefully, our theme is, as I've said twice, this is the third one, men, don't take your health for granted. And with me in the house is, I'm going to be very clear because I have to call it well, Mr. Dennis. Did you hear? I said Dennis Olise. And he's a man who has turned his personal journey battles into public mission. Dennis is a prostate cancer survivor, marketing, communication expert, and a passionate men's health advocate. So together we fight, together we win. I say sit back and let's listen to what Dennis has to say, because we learn from what other people who have experienced the disease are going to tell us. And we're going to start very nicely. So good morning, Mr. Olise.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah,
you're looking
I'm
very
fine.
good.
Good. Yeah.
You're looking
Same
good.
to
Awesome.
you. All right.
Let's go now. So let's start with your story. What was the turning point that made you start speaking up about men's health and with a focus on prostate cancer awareness?
Yeah. Actually, it has to do with my experience. I just find out that just a routine check led me into knowing that I have cancer. There's a whole lot of process involved, but my story is like I was opportune to just go for screening, a free screening opportunity, and I explored it. And lo and behold, I later found out that I had prostate cancer, and I just felt with my experience, I needed to let more people, be aware of it. They say many men are dying every day, and we are silent about it. Men are going through a lot, but instead of them to come out, they just remain silent, and we are losing many of our men. So I just felt there's a need for me to come out and tell more people, using my story to let people know that this thing is serious, and is deleting quite many of our men, and we shouldn't allow that when there are medications and medical facilities that can help us to actually do that.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. So you are saying that you went just for an outreach, something like an outreach, and that's it.
Exactly.
An
Exactly.
opportunity
Yes.
came. Okay, so
Yes.
I'm going to use this opportunity now to follow up with men who even go for the outreach and don't follow up with the results, or who go for the outreach, get the results, and put it under their bed, under their pillow, or pretend it was a mistake. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so
there's this.
let's go. Many men believe talking about this health. So I'm going back on this step because we're going to so talking about their health, especially private issues, makes them appear weak. I want to assume that's why it's quiet. So from your own personal experience, and you are where you recognize our own cultural barriers, especially as a man, you are a man, we are women. What did you face um when you started talking about it? Because I know what I faced when I started talking. I was told why I had to stop. So you tell me, what did you face?
There's a whole lot of cultural barrier to it. Naturally, men feel very proud, and this ego thing. You feel that, look, I can't be talking about something that has to do with my genitals. People feel, the moment you mention that I have prostate cancer, they just look at you and say, man, this man is feeding. No, he cannot perform again. Those kind of things. It becomes like a stigma to the person. So that is what is making men not to actually come out and, talk about their health. And it is killing them. They say from data, they said 15,000, Nigerian men die yearly or based on this prostrate. Most of them, even when you force them to attend to outreach like this, the moment they hear the result, they say, I rather not, go on with it. Let me just stay there. And it kills them. We are losing uncles, brothers, and family heads through this thing. And it is important for us to actually, bring it to light. It's not a death sentence. Prostate cancer is not a death sentence. Rather, it becomes something that all those cultural barriers we are talking about, you have to man up, you have to take that, you are a man, you shouldn't, take this thing like this. It's killing us. And it is important for us to just, address it, and man can fall ill too. So it's important that we should know that our health is important. We need to take our health, much as we like to tell others. When in the family, you see a man will tell you when the wife falls sick or the children fall sick, go to the hospital. He can even drive them to the hospital and treatment. But when it's his own time, when he falls ill, he doesn't go in. He just try to say, men don't fall ill, but that's not true. Our health is very important too. So I just urge men to just take it as serious, especially the issue concerning the prostate. The prostate is a small walnut beneath the testicle. I'm sure we all know that, and it is causing a lot of. Many men are facing some of those things silently, and it is time for them to come out. It is not a death sentence. That's just what I have to say.
So quickly,
Let us leave aside the cultural barriers of you must be a man, suffer in silence, and while your health is deteriorating. It's not good.
so based on what you're saying now, can you give me like 3 or 4 main things in point order that men need, if they see it, they should just act on it? That you missed.
As we are,
okay, you didn't miss it. Okay, you didn't miss it. You got it.
okay. Yes, as we are talking, so if I tell you there are some symptoms that many men, as we are talking now, they are facing, but rather than go to hospital, they explore other means. Frequent urination, especially at night. Some men are going through that trouble urinating. You find that some people, when they go to, they take like forever to urinate when they go to toilet. You have pain urinating. When you have the inability to urinate, you have blood in your urine. Many of them, as I'm talking, I know those are some of the things that, or you have back pain, you have some. I'm not saying that it is actually absolute that you have cancer with it, but it is a sign that something is not right. So you need to actually go to the hospital, do some tests to rule out those things. But our men are silent about it. I had some experience. In fact, I will give credit to my wife for actually helping me to do this, because I was actually having those signs and symptoms. I know something was actually wrong, but that urge to go to hospital, it was just her push that said, look, go to the hospital. And I did, and eventually find out that, look, there's a whole lot that is going wrong in your system, and you need to attend to it as fast as possible. And that was what led me to surgeries, and here I am today.
So I'm going to take it away now. Men, if you are weeing in the night too many times, one. If you are struggling with pain when weeing, another one. If you are trying to wee and it's
Urine
not
flow.
coming out, another one. Exactly. If you are trying to wee and it's not coming, another one. If you have back pain, another one. If you have blood in your urine, another one. Okay, we got 5. Men, I've given you 5,
And
5, 5,
even
5.
painful ejaculation is there,
Okay. We're getting to that one. So my next question is, another common myth we have is that prostate screening or treatment automatically leads to impotency. This is the cocoa question. This is a very important question. So truthfully, what is it? What is the truth? Because this is actually a statement that I've heard a lot of time. Instead of me not to be able to do this thing, just leave me alone. What is the truth? Because I do know men who actually are all right. So, did you get the question? You got it
yes.
now.
That is the fear is even the killer of men. In fact, I had some occasion to talk to some men somewhere, and they were saying, I cannot afford not to do this thing. There's even the speculation that the 21 gun salute is some of those things that they are projecting. But at this point in time, what I would just say is that early detection actually saves the person's life and even the sexual health of men. If this thing is detected early, they go through the entire process, it becomes something that you get your mojo back, if I would say like that.
No, it's fine.
I went through that, and I thank God I was detected early. What the doctor told me, I must give credence to Dr. Go. He made me go through all the some just explain that I was actually diagnosed at 53. So I got those talk with him, and he advised that, look, it's still very early. And after some tests, he confirmed that biopsy and the rest, that the prostate is still within, the cancer is within the prostate, so they needed to remove it. And that it might cause temporary, your sexual performance. But if it is done as early as possible, you get your sexual strength back, and which is what happened to me. So I'm just glad that I did it very early. And that is why I want to urge as many as possible. Men should go for test, and early detection actually save them and save their sexual health. They can still go back and do their 21 gun salute and the rest. I'm sure you know what I mean by 21 gun
I
salute.
know. We're going on to the next question. Thank you. And thank you very much, though, actually, because you've actually, you see, people will see you as a person explaining this to another man. A lot of men don't want to see it, so I hope they do see it. I understand. You see, I'm not a man. I understand that some men say God will take control. Anyway, I'm used to that one. What God cannot do does not exist. We all hear that. Yes, and to an extent that's correct, but it doesn't mean that God sent you not to go and get treatment. So
exactly.
I don't need this check. As a man of faith yourself, I believe in God too much. give a responsible message to men that run under this traditional herbal, as I get ready to round up, traditional herbal irresponsible behavior, as I would put it. Because for me as a woman, to me, that's how I see it. You know, I'm a mother, and if every man does what you are saying, then children will be orphans very early, and it's not fair.
Yes, yes.
Go on.
But from my own personal experience, even when I decided for surgery, in fact, there were the responses from my friends and family members. They were like, "Why do you want to do this? You know, and don't you have faith in God?" Some even recommended I should visit some pastors for prayer. That after prayers it will go away. They were even telling me, somebody somewhere that I recommended to the pastor. The pastor prayed and it vanished. I was like, what are they talking about? It is still God that made the science, It's God that made doctors. It is God that said that made medicine, and medicine is for cure. So it is not about about God itself. In fact, you are even honoring God by even going through the medical process. So prayer is powerful, is anyway. But prayer plus action is even more powerful. That's just the what I will say to you. You can pray, you can do it, but take the action, because there are some things that you just needed to even from my advocacy. I've met pastors, reverend fathers that are gone through the process. Are they saying they are not okay? We even say that they are closer to God, because of their devotion. But they too have gone through it, and they survived. So it's not all about. Some people say it's a spiritual attack. It's not even all about that. It is important that we pray, but let us put action by going to the doctors.
Thank you. And on that note, I would like to say a very big thank you to everyone for joining us today, and we look forward to talking to you again soon. Thank you for your courage and your openness, Mr. Dennis. Your story still reminds us about early detection and survival. So we really are thanking you. And to all the men watching out there, it's time to act and to care. Together we fight, together we win. Because silence does not make you a strong man. It makes you vulnerable. And you are still, let's normalize this conversation. Let's not stigmatize it anymore. I want to give thank you for you at your earliest convenience. Have a lovely day. And to you, thank you.
Yes, indeed. Have a lovely day out there.
Thank you so much. Health is wealth. Thank you so much. And right now,
our message is very clear. Together we'll fight. Together we win.